My name is John Wright, and this is my story. I was a diabetic for almost 20 years, and through the course of my diabetes, my kidneys started to fail. And in November of 2003, I was in total end-stage renal disease, and I was told that I would need to go on into dialysis, and I would need a kidney transplant. Unfortunately, I only had about a year of time. They thought that I'd be able to survive without the transplant, and so the opportunities for getting a transplant within a year are pretty slim. It's more of a wait of about 3 years. The actual living through the fight was quite difficult for all of us. I lost much of the strength in my body. I couldn't walk up a flight of stairs without pulling myself up with a handrail. We made several visits to the emergency room. There were several times where I thought, you know, it's not going to be much longer. It's just not going to be much longer. And I was out in the warehouse talking to some of the employees, and my cell phone rang, and I just assumed it was work or somebody from home or something like that, and I answered it, and it was my transplant coordinator. And she said, "I don't want you to get too excited, but we might have a match for you." I know everything about my donor. Her name was Vanessa Thomas. She was 16 years old when she died. She was on her way to get ready for a homecoming dance. They lost control on the gravel. They hit a pickup truck head on, and her brain stem was severed, and she was taken to Mercy Hospital pronounced brain dead. When I did finally get to meet the family, you know, I had a lot of questions, as they did of me. And one of the questions I asked was, you know, how did you decide that you wanted to have Vanessa be an organ donor? And their answer was very simple. She told us. Vanessa had gotten her driver's license and come home that evening and sat down at the dinner table with her mother and said, "Hey, guess what I did today? I signed up to be an organ donor." And so when they came to Vicki and Scott, Vanessa's dad, and said, you know, your daughter is brain dead, would you like to talk about organ donation? They said that's what she wanted to do. And so it wasn't really a decision, because Vanessa had made her intentions clear from the start. It was something that Vanessa believed in desperately. She believed that you should give anything that you can to anyone else. It's always telling to me that kids seem to know the right thing more than adults do, because they don't think about themselves, they think about everybody else. It's so important to tell people what you want to do so that they know, they understand, and they don't have to make a decision. They just have to remember what you said. You save so much stress on your loved ones by just going through and letting them know ahead of time what you want to do. My name is John Wright. I was given 1 year to live, but thanks to a young organ donor named Vanessa Thomas, I'm still alive, and I do everything I can to promote organ donation.